Why is slope functionality restricted in golf rangefinders for tournaments? Imagine standing on the tee, trying to decide which club to hit, and your rangefinder shows you a distance that adjusts for the hill you're on. That's the slope feature in action. It calculates an adjusted distance by measuring the angle of the terrain. This helps players choose the right club for uphill or downhill shots. But in official tournaments, this feature is often turned off or restricted. Why is that? Well, it all comes down to fairness and keeping the game true to its roots. Rangefinders with slope use sensors called inclinometers or angle sensors to measure how steep the terrain is. They then change the distance reading based on that angle. For example, if a pin is 150 yards away but downhill, the slope feature might show a shorter distance, like 140 yards. This can influence club choice significantly. If players relying on this, they might get an unfair advantage because they're using technology to see what the terrain does for them. Professional golf organizations like the United States Golf Association and the Professional Golfers Association of America have rules about this. They want players to judge distances based on their skill and experience, not electronic aids. That's why the slope function is banned during tournaments. Players can carry rangefinders that measure straight-line distances, but they must turn off the slope mode. If they forget or intentionally leave it on, they risk penalties or disqualification. This rule keeps the game fair and consistent. It ensures everyone relies on their judgment, not on devices that give an edge by adjusting for elevation. It also makes the game more about strategy and skill, which is what golf is all about. Many pros use rangefinders without slope during tournaments. They measure the straight-line distance and then use their knowledge of the course, wind, and terrain to make their shot. So, the restriction on slope functionality is about preserving the challenge and integrity of the game. It stops players from gaining an unfair advantage and keeps the competition honest. It's also a way to keep the game traditional, where skill and experience are the main tools, not technology. That's why during tournaments, players must turn off slope mode on their rangefinders and relying on their own judgment.